in 1989.
So you started reffing first?
Started reffing, yes. I had to redo the school.
Oh.
Because I hadn't reffed for about 2.5 years.
Yep.
And I held a Vic Country badge, which was what we have now as the state badges.
Yep.
I held a state badge. And because I hadn't reffed for that, I had to redo the school. So I went to Quinny School and did it, and then 89 to now. Active.
At the end.
Assistant supervisor, committee member, vice president, president, secretary.
Wow.
Yeah, that's enough.
I've a
I think in doing, coming back to refereeing and being part of it, the involvement of the people, I'd just had the addition of a son, and thought, well, the best thing to do would be to get involved in refereeing again, so that if I had the involvement of being part of the sport, part of the teaching and growing the sport, it's a beautiful feeling of achievement and belonging. I think that's the way I would put it.
in your heart.
I think meeting the youngsters,
Yep.
giving them training and the experience that you've got, helping them along their way, and then seeing them achieve milestones and going on to junior panel and senior panel and so on and so forth. Chris Reed is the prime example.
Yep.
While I was there, in that active role of supervising and being part of being the vice president, and that Chris went through all the developing stages, and then even helping as a supervisor when we didn't have one, and then seeing him blossom and getting through to being one of the top referees in Victoria and Australia, and those are the things that make you. The other is to get a call from somebody who wants a reference for a youngster, and you say to them, this youngster, and then they ask you questions like, is this person able to take direction? You say, yes. Are they able to make decisions? And you say, yes. They've been able to make decisions. They make decisions split second. They follow rules. They follow being part of a team, and they're not just a person running up and down on the court blowing a whistle. They're actually developing themselves for their later life. And I think that's the best part of it, seeing them develop and achieve something. And it doesn't have to be the top job, but it is a development of themselves. And most referees, when they leave refereeing, go on to a career, one that they thrive in because of their education and because of their grounding in life. The refereeing does give them a grounding in life.
It does. It sure
It does. Well, there is one story of a referee that was got covered in Slurpee, just completely and yeah, that was pretty funny. Especially when he didn't like it, but I don't suppose he did. But
was that accidental or?
No, it was on purpose. And I think that girl is still around in the under-23s today. Yeah, that was pretty funny. If you could see the funny side of it. But there's lots of things, and lots of people, and lots of interactions between people. People coming up and screaming and ranting and raving that they've been done wrong against or whatever it might be, and turning around and going, oh, it was me. Oh. You just see them just deflate totally, especially when it's pointed out to them. Very good. I don't think refereeing's changed that much. You still have the good players, you still have the plodders, you still have the blokes that haven't got any, and the girls that don't have any talent whatsoever. You still have people who complain when they do get fouled, they complain when they don't get fouled. All of those sorts of things. That still exists. I think the thing that has changed the most is the numbers. Because when I started there was 70-something referees. Now we're pushing 300. So I think what has happened, especially when I was in president and the vice president, the amount of administration, the amount of paperwork, the amount of follow-up, the amount of training, the amount of feedback that needs to be given, the amount of communication both from the people who are giving that instruction and the amount of communication that needs to come back so that the people that are receiving help are actually understanding it and are able to give you that feedback that they actually do comprehend it. I never refereed with VBRA because she'd already stopped, but I think she would be the most memorable and most influential person that I had any dealings with at Knox. I remember she came up to me in Knox City Shopping Centre, and she walked up to me and she said, "I need somebody for the committee, and you're it." She virtually asked me and told me in the one breath, and that was how it started.
Yeah.
I did referee with Chris Reed, and I thought he was just absolutely magnificent, absolutely. But there's a lot of referees that I did referee with who have gone on and done a whole lot of big panels and all of those sorts of things, but have gotten married and had kids and changed their lifestyle. But yeah, I think Chris Reed would be the person that I've refereed. Wendy Barnard was very good as well. There was a few others, but I can't remember them right now.
Yeah.
A couple of people did in my younger days. I refereed at Albert Park, Nunawading, Warrnambool, Norwell, Terrelga, Ballarat, and then back to Albert Park, and then back to Nunawading, and then I went away for a few years. So there's been a lot of people that have had a lot of interest. And then coming back to Knox, I think the person that's influenced me most would be Bev, and just listening and having all the work and everything to be done with her. Yeah, that'll be about the right person. I think the Cavanagh treatment. I would say that if someone does misbehave or try and put it over one of the younger referees, I tend to go out and blow the whistle as hard as I possibly can. If they snip at them, I'll blow it. I tend to talk to them that, yep, this is where it stands, and there's the line, and you just crossed it. And if you want to play basketball, then play basketball according to the rules. If you don't want to, then we can take the necessary action. And more often than not, the first time that's put to them, they'll act up, and I'll give them a holiday that night, send them home.
Yep.
The next night when they walk in, okay, how are you? Great. Are you right? Yep, well I am. And when we walk out in the court, everything's zero. I don't hold anything against you. You just take it from me. And then when they go up and then they get the referee treatment that's just normal, then they say, yep, that's the way it is. So then normally there's a bit of respect that's put there. And then normally I'll have a talk to them and say, now, I don't want you picking on the young referees. I don't want you calling them whatever. I don't want you making their life unpleasant when they referee. They're 15, you're 30 or whatever. So therefore I'm probably a bit of a protector in that situation. But I make sure that they understand that if they're going to pick on a young one, they're going to have all the old ones come up and pick on them.
Yep.
That sorts them out.
Yeah.
Yep. I think get yourself fit for a start. And then once you get yourself fit, learn the rules. And then apply them as black and white. No grey, no pink, it's black or white. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. And to blow the game every time, like that. So that there is consistency, and that if you can develop some rapport with the players, you can then gain their respect. And once you gain their respect, when you blow the whistle, they automatically know, yes, this is what it's going to be. If you're wishy-washy and you one's this time and one's that time, but it's two different answers, then they're going to just run over the top of it.
Yep.
So I think that's what it is. Fitness, consistency, rule knowledge, and then develop a rapport with the players.
I feel so good.